Hi everyone, my name is Kirimala. So today I will be sharing my story, how I started, how I came about my book, Monetization of Skills for Public Health Professionals, the open masterclass. So I remember when I was getting my degree, that was my first degree. I got my first degree in 2012, sorry, June 3rd. That was when I graduated my first degree in public health. Then, when I graduated with the hope that, when I finish my degree, I'm going to work with UNICEF, United Nations. I'm going to work with international organizations. So after the graduation, after applying for different jobs, after the graduation, went for service in Nigeria, where I came from. You're going to serve your country for a year. So I was lucky enough to serve in an NGO, where I was posted to do prevention of mother-to-child transmission recording and all that. So after that, we finished the NYSC. 1 year was completed. I went back home. I was like, okay, let me try get a job. I started applying to different government organizations even before I finished my youth service year, because that's what we call it back in Nigeria. After you finish your BSc and all that, you have to serve your country for 1 year. After doing that, I started, applying for jobs. I went for interviews. It got to a point I was just so frustrated. I started applying for jobs that are not in my field. I got tired. So one day I was just like, is this how we're going to continue? So when I went back after my NYSC, I went back home. Eventually I got a volunteer job. So after the volunteer job, I worked for like 3 months. I was the anti-AIDS coordinator for secondary schools in an hometown. That's like a small local community. So I was doing this, just trying to build my experience and all that. So after this, I went back to where I stayed. I started applying for another volunteer job. Eventually, I got that too. I volunteered for like 3 months. But between that process, I already applied for my master's degree in a particular university. I was lucky enough after the interview, the whole interview process and all that. So we're waiting for response. So while I was doing the volunteer where I served, volunteer job, I was working on Society of Oncology and Cancer Research. I was the administrator then. So, but that was not what I wanted. I wanted to get a proper job, to be able to, show my skills, show everything I learned. But I didn't get it. So while I was doing the volunteer job, I got my admission for master's. So I had to leave. But lucky for me, I was transferred to another branch where I was doing my master's, to go continue the assignment, So I was doing this for a long period of time. I was doing this, throughout my master's. I was working at the same time I was doing my master's degree, But it was still a volunteer position. So after this, the contract ended because it's like a contract job. It's a 1 year thing. The contract ended, After the master's, I started applying for jobs again. I went back to job markets. I kept on applying to different places. I remember I have WHO password. I have UNICEF password and everything. I just got tired. At the point, I was feeling like, why did I do this degree? Because a lot of my colleagues too, they were all facing that. I think at least out of 100 people that had that public health degree, we had just maybe like 30 of us out of the 100. Maybe it's not even up to 30, maybe 20 or 15 of us that was working in that field. I was lucky enough to get a good job, Why am I sharing this story? I'm sharing this story because I want to encourage other public health professionals out there. I'm sure I'm not the only one going through this. A lot of people have been running polls on LinkedIn. I ran a poll on Instagram. I ran a poll on Facebook. I've been getting different comments, and all that. I want you to know, if you're a public health professional, you're facing this, it's just going to be fine. Because, these are degrees very, very, what would I say? It's very, very elaborate, that, and recruiters are not making it any easy. one of the things, the result I got from the polls I ran is that recruiters are expecting too much experience for public health professionals. Where do they get it if you don't give them the offer? You know, so that was why I came about my book, Monetization of Skills for Public Health Professionals. If you are a public health professional, wherever you are, whether in the UK, in Canada, whether you are in Australia, wherever you are, India, South Africa, wherever, I want you to get this book. This book is going to be a guide for you. It's going to teach you how to monetize your skills. Even though if you insist, you don't want to, you still want to, you know, work for these organizations, you still need to get a proper job. Get something doing. This book is going to make you look inwards and think of what are the things I can do with my degree. You know, this book is going to make you, it's going to boost your confidence, because as far as I'm concerned, as a public health professional, we are underrated. It's high time we start, you know, we start showing ourselves that we have what it takes. As a public health professional, do you know how many skills you have that you don't know of? Do you know how many things we were taught back in school? You know, so this book is just going to be a standard guide as a public health professional, wherever you are. If you're a student, you're an healthcare professional going into public health, you are somebody that is looking for a job, you are somebody that wants to, you know, you want to be a boss on your own, you want to carry out projects, because I'm sure we have so many ideas in our heads that we can do as a public health professional, but there is no opportunity to express ourselves. I would like you to go get the book, pre-order the book on link on my website, lifeteaminc.com. You can pre-order the book, get the book. If you pre-order the book, you're going to get a discount. We are selling the book now for $14.59. I'm not really sure, but I would advise everyone, wherever you are, if you're a public health professional, if you are a career person, go get this book. It's going to help you. It's going to teach you what to do. It's going to be your one-off book that you can always run to once you are stranded. It's going to be a tool for you. And if you're a public health professional, if you are just starting your public health professional career, this book is going to help you. It's going to give you an insight on what to do, how to go about, so you don't get frustrated, you don't get to have to share stories like mine, because I know a lot of people are going through this. This book is just to encourage you, boost your confidence, teach you how to do things, you know. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things from my story today. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.